So this is the IT400F I've got for sale. Bought it from a guy in, he was from Albuquerque, and I met him in Pueblo in southern Colorado. Dave. Dave's about 70. He's having a knee operation and his doctor's told him he can't ride it anymore. But he absolutely loved this bike and he looked after it, maintained it, no matter what sort of thing. About 100 miles ago, he did a full engine rebuild. These are the main bearings, and they're actually pretty good. And he kept them because they're so good. He wanted to show me, you know. But you know, you don't feel any rough spots in there, or you know, virtually nothing. So I've changed the carburetor on it because when I got her up running, she seemed a bit smoky, and I turned the mixture back down, but this screw, there's some wear in there. The mixture screw's got a slight bend in it. So I thought, you know, instead of screwing about with this, I'll just get a new Mikuni. So I've got a genuine Japanese Mikuni 38mm that I bought and put on it. It's probably going to need rejetting, the one that's on there. So you would probably need to look in here and see what jets there are, what size the jets are, and then go to Bike Bandit and buy them. They're really easy to get and they're all available, and they're only like a couple of dollars, and they're very, very easy to change. So I would do that because it's been tuned, so it's going to need, I should imagine it was tuned because it's got the, it's got this really nice DG expansion chamber on it. They're $350 by the way. So, like, you know, no expense was spared. He really looked after it. It's also got Boyson reeds. So here are the standard reeds, I think, and then he's fitted the Boyson power reeds. There you go. What else is on here? So this is the old clutch, I'm guessing. This is the next oversize piston. So when you come for a rebore, that's your next size up. Now I use full synthetic 50:1 ratio. I use a really nice oil that's $60 a gallon that's tested to 100:1 ratio. So you shouldn't have to replace it. If you use really good oil, then you know they last a little bit longer. There's a chain tensioner. He said it needed doing, but he didn't want to drop the swinging arm to do it. I've had a look and it doesn't look too bad on there, but there's the new part. There's the clutch springs. There's a decent chain that came off of it. This is an old Speedo that was in the box and a cable. I thought it looked like crap, so I didn't bother with it. I'm not sure why we've got a spare brake lever, but we do. There's some gaskets there and stuff. There's some wadding for the exhaust. I'll chuck all this in a box and that'll go with it. Right, okay, so what have I done? I've done some cosmetic stuff. I put a new graphic set, which is period correct for 1979. If you look at 1977, there's a different style. So that was $40 just for those. What else have I done? All right, the Speedo is, I put a brand new Speedo and cable on there. The cable is OEM. The Speedo is like a $50 one from eBay. It's geared for like a DT400, so it's going to run slow. So I really put it on there so the highway patrol could look across and say, oh, he's got a Speedo. But if you want somebody to run along the side of you at 30 miles an hour, and you can put a mark wherever it goes to. So yeah, so the tank's really nice. It cleaned up pretty well. There were some scratches, but I managed to get most of them out. I didn't do the crazy thing with the Stanley blade. I just did a bit of sanding and then buffed it out. There's a little bit of touch up on the paint here and there, but as you would expect. But boy, the tread's really nice on that tyre. Fork legs are nice. Front wheel's nice. It's this year had the gas assist suspension in there. There's a cylinder. I put this fanny bag on there and it's a little bit smaller than the original, so I was a bit disappointed, but if you're just going to chuck your phone and your wallet in there, just put them in a Ziploc and throw them in. But it's secure. Seat's been recovered. That's not the original cover. It's an okay job. So there's that brand new carb that I just put on there. Chains in really nice condition. Back sprocket looks brand new. The lights work. I've also got a smaller tank to go with it if you want. I think it's from a 250. It's about 25% smaller. That might be ideal if you just want to throw a gallon in it, sort of thing, and just mess around for an hour or two. So the reason I'm selling it is because, blow me if a week later after I bought this one turned up, and this really old guy bought this brand new in 1977. It's totally original. It's got the original miles there, 1,500 miles. I thought, my God. And he had it uprated to 425, like a year after he bought it. And I thought, and it's got a Colorado title. And it's also got the brake stop light that you need here as well. It's got the stop light switch. And plus I got this project I'm going to turn into a World War II Panzermobile. And I've got Bultaco and other sorts of things. So I've got to sell it. And so if you're looking for a really good example of one of these, then I don't think you can go far wrong. Let's just have a quick think, make sure there's nothing else I've forgotten. No, I don't think I've forgotten anything. So you are welcome to bid on this unseen. A lot of people use ship, and I have sold like half a dozen bikes over the years to people, and the kind of average is about $400, like between $250 and $400 to ship pretty much anywhere on UShip. So you just go on the UShip website and you put in the job, and people bid on it, and you take, you know, whichever you want. There are some drivers are better than others, and I can tell you, I can give you a name of a couple of drivers that are set up to carry bikes that I trust. But you know, obviously I don't take any responsibility for that. All the shipping's on you. So payment is $250 PayPal at the end of the auction, and then the rest is by either cash, certified check, or bank transfer. Just because it's dodgy selling a vehicle to somebody on the other side of the states, you know, because buyer security on PayPal, it tends to lean towards the buyer and not the seller. So somebody can say, oh, it's not what I thought it was, or they can make up something and then get the payment reversed, and then my bike's in New York or something and I've got to go and get it. So you should really come to the auction. You should really come and look at the bike at the end of the auction to decide what it is before you pay, because I don't take returns. But if you're happy enough with my explanation and my videos and stuff like that, and I've also got pretty good feedback. I've sold a couple of bikes, so you want to check that out. You're welcome to contact those people too. Then, yeah. So there we go. Nice bike. Really good example. I would buy it. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks for looking.